Good afternoon, Vallejo. You're watching VCAT, your hometown television station. This is Community Forum, and I'm your host, Maria Bitagon. You can see our show on Channel 27 at Comcast and Channel 99 at AT&T Uverse. It is recorded on Thursdays and Sundays at 6:30 p.m. So watch us. I am so happy today because I would like to welcome my guest today. I have been a friend of his for a long time. He always helps me whenever I have problems in my projects, and that's why I think that made us closer together with Shirley. Huh?
Glad to be here.
Yes. His name is?
Curt Johnston, Solano Community College Educational Foundation, and I'm the executive director.
Thank you. So I've been trying to, you have been trying to get in touch with me, and I've been trying to get in touch with you, and I'm so glad that we finally come together for this interview. I am so glad because you have so many new information that the people out there wants to know about. Okay, so let me begin by asking you, please tell us about the latest news about Solano Community College.
Well, as I've told you before,
yes.
It's really a renaissance of Solano Community College. We are becoming an elite community college in the fields of science and technology. As an example, this May we'll graduate our first class of Bachelor of Science students in biomanufacturing.
Wow.
Yeah, we're one of just 15 community colleges in California to have a bachelor degree program now, so we're really proud of that. But our STEM programs are marching on. We've got a brand new building on the main campus in Fairfield that'll open up in about 2 months or so. The grand opening will be in August or September next year. It's a 44,000 square foot science building, and it's got chemistry and physics and biology and geology labs. Significantly, we're really proud that it has a 2,500 square foot veterans center as well.
Great.
So we'll have a new facility to provide extra services to U.S. military veterans that we haven't had in the past. And that's just one project. And then later this year, we'll finally see the start of construction of a new main library.
Wow.
That's a nearly 60,000 square foot building.
Wow.
And it's funded by the state as well as local Measure Q funds. So we're really proud that without Measure Q, we wouldn't have an opportunity to have a brand new library, because my office is in the current library, and it's an old building, and the technology that the current generation of students need will be in that new building. So we're really proud of that.
Those are, it's successful stories. And because I know that you have been saying, I want the people to know what's happening here at Solano Community College. Now, you always have this passion for the Alumni Association.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, and tell us about it, please.
Well, we have, it's been a goal for the last 6 years that I've been at the foundation to support an alumni association. So we launched it last year. We're really proud of that fact, and we've got a database of 70,000 alumni with current addresses and about nearly 30,000 email addresses.
Wow.
And the vast majority of those alumni are in Solano County. About 53,000 of our alumni are right here in Solano County, so we're proud of that. So when we talked about the goals for the Alumni Association, what's most important? That's really what it came down to. Where can we have the biggest impact? What's most important to our SCC alumni? And it came down to some really critical things. It's alumni career advancement and mentoring of current students. So those are the things that that are our highest priority, but we're also going to promote the college by sharing alumni stories and college successes, like I did today about the biotech bachelor degree students, or
yes.
About the new construction projects. But we also want to connect alumni with their classmates and current activity on campus, whether it's an athletic event or a theater event. And of course, we want to generate financial support for the college as well. We have the strength in numbers, just small donations, $5, and 60,000 people donating that, we can really make an impact as an example with the Alumni Association. So that's why I've been so passionate about getting it started. Yeah.
That is so great. I have seen some notes about, actually I'm so impressed about the amount of money that you have accumulated, in order to benefit the alumni as well as the foundation itself. So, who are you working with on the Hire a Grad program? What is this?
I'm glad you mentioned Hire a Grad because when I mentioned our highest priorities being alumni career advancement and mentoring, so the Hire a Grad pulls together those two main priorities and implements those. We're going to link alumni and current students to local employers. The idea is alumni career advancement locally, but also to increase the number of students that are working part-time, increase the opportunity for students to receive internships, and also connect alumni with current students for mentoring and job shadowing. And the reason these are important, a recent study showed that students, while they're in college, if they have an internship during their college years in their career field, increase their earnings by 33%.
Wow.
So, people may not realize how important mentoring and internships are and job shadowing. Those are really critical mission points. So that's what we're going to start with, and in terms of a beginning for the Alumni Association. Yeah.
So now we have talked about new things happening at the Alumni Association, and but I would like to dwell now on the Solano Community College Educational Foundation.
Yeah, could I just step in and say one of the really important things that I forgot to mention about the Alumni Association?
Ahead, please.
Our partnerships. We're partnering with the SCC Career Center.
Yes.
And significantly the Solano Workforce Development Board. That's basically the one-stop location for career services and
jobs.
Employment services and jobs.
Wow.
And we're excited that we're working with them on their NorCal Career Fair. And that's actually going to be held at Solano Community College on April 18th, the main campus in Fairfield. So our role as an alumni will be to connect with those alumni, plus connect with the 13,000 students and help draw potential employees to that job fair. So that's really important. But yeah, we're proud of that. And then you asked about the Ed Foundation. What have we done for you lately? Huh? That's in this business, that's what people are always asking.
Yes.
So over the last 5 years, we've generated nearly $1.6 million to support the college.
Please share that, please, all of this thing.
Yeah, that includes over $600,000 to various departments and programs and clubs on campus. $267,000 been donated for scholarships, $73,000 to athletics, $40,000 to the Alumni Association. We've actually produced $323,000 worth of outreach events and fundraising events to promote the college. And we've generated almost $200,000 in cost saving by basically running our own operation. The foundation itself runs its own operations, and otherwise the college would have, in the past, has had to run those programs. So that's been really, really important. Yeah.
It is great information. So, well, normally most of the students are very interested in scholarships. Could you touch on that subject, please?
Yeah, thanks for asking about that too. We like to say, we're here to help the students, not with a handout, but with a helping hand up. And I have the philosophy that, if somebody doesn't want to help themselves, it's really not something that you can make an impact. But those students, there's so many students at Solano College that are really persevering, working extremely hard, but they need the support of the things that most of us would take for granted. Transportation to a campus, books are really expensive, and whether it's computers or printing paper or ink for those printers, all of those types of things. So while 7 out of 10 students at Solano Community College don't pay tuition, there's financial aid that's provided, they don't have the money to support those other things. So that's why I'm so passionate about scholarships as well, because small amounts, $500 to a student, will help that student stay in school. And significantly, we want to encourage students to take as many classes as possible, because one thing we know, that the more classes they take per semester, the faster they graduate and the more likely they are to graduate. So when we're dealing with scholarships on campus, it's a combination of 3 organizations, really. We raise money for the college through grants, and we got a significant grant from the National Science Foundation to support STEM students. And then there's also a scholarship foundation that's been around since the 70s and has a small endowment. So together, between the grant money and the scholarship foundation and my educational foundation, we awarded in the fall semester nearly $180,000 to 182 students. So we're really proud of that fact, because that's one of the reasons we're here. So yeah, I'm out in the community trying to get support for scholarships, and we've also created a new, for the Ed Foundation, a new scholarship endowment fund that was started at the end of 2017, and we're up to 35,000. It's humble beginnings,
yes.
But unless you start, you'll never finish, right? So
yes.
Yeah.
So I'm very interested also in your fundraising, which is, I know that you have something going on today, which you can mention, even if it's going to be probably, heard by the people later. But I'm interested in you talking about the March 2nd crab feed. Is that a
Sure,
shrimp feed?
Yeah, I'll cover
feed.
that. So if I just stepping back just a little bit, so
Yeah.
we really run 4 different programs that outreach to different segments of our community and the college community. We have a business partnership program.
Great.
And that partnership program includes joint mixers. Back in July, we had very large, I think there were close to 300 people, came out to see the Vallejo Auto Tech Center.
Yes.
That was great. We had 4 chambers involved in that,
That's right.
and we'll be doing that again.
Great.
But we wrapped up the Hire a Grad program into the business partnership program.
Wow.
So that allows us to reach out to local business, and we've got quite a bit of support because they're seeing the benefit to our alumni, but also to businesses being able to have access to such a large alumni network locally. So that's the business networking. And then we run a annual benefit gala, and like in the fall,
Yes.
we celebrated the new kickoff of the Alumni Association, and it's the 5th year of the Distinguished Alumni Program.
Yes.
And that was created so that the community has an understanding of the impact our alumni are making. Here in Vallejo, as an example, last year Osby Davis was recognized.
Yeah.
This past year in the fall 2018, we had Delphine Metcalf Foster. She runs a National Disabled Veterans program.
Yes.
We're really proud of her here from Vallejo. And Sarah Schweitzer from Toro University.
Yes.
And Annette Taylor, who we all know from the city of
Yes,
Vallejo, has
of
been here
course.
so many years.
Yeah.
So those are an example of our alumni, and we recognize them at the annual gala. And then we have a golf tournament, also in Vallejo. That is going to be in Vallejo the first Friday in October, and that raises money for the athletic department. So every dime of net income from that event goes directly to athletics. So when we were talking about one other event, and this is the one that you asked about,
Yes.
what could we do as a major event for the Alumni Association? And for the Alumni Association, it has to be fun. Fun is, entertaining. So we came up with this idea of a crab and shrimp feed.
Wow.
And it's an island theme event. So we distinguish ourselves because we have a live band. We have that well, what we call Captain Bob's Dive Bar.
Yes.
And the diving is not what you'd think. It's actually a underwater diver suit theme, goes along with the island theme. So we have a lot of fun with that. And we started that 2 years ago, and we had, close to 300 just from the get-go, and last year was about 350. This year, we're on track for 500. And
Isn't that neat?
500 people, yeah. And we keep it affordable. Tickets are easy
Yes.
to get. And the idea is to reach out to alumni, the community, and then have them meet current faculty, staff, and of course students as well. It's a big fundraiser for the student clubs on campus. So it funds the Alumni Association, the Educational Foundation, and the student clubs. We pay the student clubs $10 per hour worked.
Oh, that's
so
great.
it's some of the it's their biggest fundraiser of the year.
That's great.
So we'll get 50, 60, 70 students helping out that night, which is just great to see.
So you know what? So we're having now this on Saturday, March 2nd, the Solano Community College Crab and Shrimp Feed.
Yeah.
So would you please go out to the public and your constituent, your student constituent, as well as the people who wants to help us.
Well,
could you please?
Thank you.
I'll
make an appeal here. So Solano Community College, we have 50,000 alumni that are living in Solano County right now. And we'd like to reach out to those people. So this is one reason to do that.
Yes.
Come back home, come back to the Student Center, which is the cafeteria at the Fairfield campus on Saturday, March 2nd. Tickets are available at foundation.solano.edu, foundation.solano.edu, and you'll be able to see a link right on that cover page. Yeah, it's a fun event. The idea is that just have a fun event that people want to attend, that the cost is low, that it just enjoy yourself and come back.
Give also your email or your telephone number if they want to access you directly.
Yeah, on that foundation.solano.edu, they can see my email there. It's my name, which is Curt, C-U-R-T, Johnston, Johnston, at solano.edu. And the phone number is 707-864-7177.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is.
I should be easy to get a hold of.
Yes, I know, because sometimes I says, he is such an important person and people complain about me not being able to reach me. I says, he's very easy to reach, and it's always clear. Telephone is always clear. So is there anything else you want to add for the benefit of celebrating Solano Community College Educational Foundation?
No, I would really, the last thing I'd say, we've got that event on July 18th. That's going to be at the Auto Tech Center.
Again?
Yeah, if you haven't had an opportunity to see that building,
that is so
that is going to be our largest career tech program. I joke and say every time I walk into a coffee shop and I see the students working at the coffee shop, I feel like telling them, hey, go to the Auto Tech Center, It'll qualify you, at essentially very little cost for a great paying job, $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 a year plus. So
yes.
we're so proud to have that in Vallejo, and we're gonna have 4, maybe up to 7 chambers meeting that Thursday night in July.
All over.
Yeah.
All over. That is so neat. Okay, so I want to thank you for coming, and I want you to know that our door is always open for you. If you have something to promote to Solano Community College, for Solano Community College, because I know that Solano Community College has done a lot for the community, especially in tutoring the students, and also the access and the wealth of information that's all out here in the Vallejo campus it's very encouraging.
Yeah, students can earn their bachelor degree from Sonoma State, and they don't have to leave Vallejo.
That's right.
Right here at our Vallejo Center. So.
Okay, thank you so much
for
coming.